So welcome to Tune In Tuesday with Ali. Today, I want to take it back to basics and I want to look at what the whole ethos of the business side of therapy in this group is all about, and that is the working on our business. I want to look today at procrastination and planning. It may be that you run your therapy business and that is all you want to do is that's what we've all signed up for, is to work with our clients, is to provide our therapies and to help people, help them feel better, help them with their health and well-being, and help them just to live with everyday life. What we did not sign up for is all the things that goes on behind the scenes and the many different hats that we have to wear, which is marketing, social media, branding, um, time management, bookkeeping, accounts, etc., all the different hats that we have to wear, different hats we have to wear behind the scenes. Now, for some of you, you may be in this group to find out how to do it. There may be some of you in the group that are feeling a bit stuck and not sure what to do. There may be some of you in this group that want to achieve something, want to get something done, but they're not sure how to do it. There might be some of you that became qualified and not sure what working on your therapy business is, so a part of this group to find out more. There might be some of you in this group that don't even know what you're in this group for. If you're one of them, don't worry, put your hand up and let me know. But this is what the ethos of this group is that there's lots of groups in social media land that are there to help therapists with their therapy, that are there to help therapists with their clients. This is purely all about working on the business, and that is behind the scenes and what we do. So then it's looking at videos, looking at creating social media posts, the wording that we use, the marketing, and everything that goes on behind the scenes. Now, you may be avoiding it because you don't want to do it. It may be that you outsource, and I certainly outsource my accounts and bookkeeping because I don't like doing it. I don't trust my head with figures. And I realized that years ago. So I passed that on and I pay for a bookkeeper and an accountant to do it because they can do it damn sight quicker than I can. And I put my trust in them for what they do, like people put their trust in me when I give them a massage. I'm not going to learn and do a course and learn how to do my self-assessment or anything like that. I'll pay for somebody else to do it. You might outsource your social media. You might outsource to somebody to do your newsletters because it's just something that you just don't want to do or don't want to understand or don't want to know. And I totally get that. That's fine. Better to outsource it than to not do it at all. And this is what we're looking at today, is all the different things that we do behind the scenes. And I know with therapists, there's some that have got it nailed and they do it. And they'll quite happily, work behind the scenes and get it done. There's some that totally avoid it and don't want to do it. There's some that do it and it doesn't work. And that's where we can look at it a bit more of why it doesn't work. And there's some that, just like I said, are just totally avoiding it and don't want to do it. And this is what I want to look at today, is what category are you in? Are you an avoider? Are you stuck and don't know what to do? Are you want to achieve something but don't know how to get it done? Or are you got it nailed and can get it done out there? Now, again, it might be down to your business. It might be that you are running a therapy business and you're, say, having 5 to 10 clients a week and feel that you don't need to do all this behind the scenes. There are still some things you're going to need to do behind the scenes, whether it's knowing your numbers, what your diary's like for the clients you've got coming through, showing that your business exists, and you've got the bookkeeping and the accounts. I would also like to say that it would be good to keep in regular contact and communicate with your clients, whether it's through newsletters, emails, texts, whatever, keeping your website up to date, making sure that the links work, things like that. So there, even if you are running a business that doesn't need much admin, there will still be a bit of admin to do. So when you've got that bit of admin to do, what are you like? Are you great, or do you procrastinate because you don't want to do it and don't like doing it? You might be a therapist that is fully booked. You might be a therapist that is fully booked with no marketing because they all come through recommendations and referrals. That's fantastic. So what is admin like for you? Some of the admin can be clients' notes and whatever, but do you do any marketing? Then if you're fully booked with all your clients, do you do any marketing? Um, do you keep in communication with your clients? Is there anything there in any marketing or admin that you do behind the scenes with that? Um, if you've got a business such as mine, where I'm running 3 businesses, so I'm running the Academy for Mentoring, I'm running my apothecary business for my hands-on clients, and I've got the holistics, which is the training, the therapy training, so teaching, making products, massage, reflexology. Some of those are not up yet, but you get my point. So I have 3 businesses to run, so I have to be super organized. So when it comes down to procrastination, what are you like? So first off, let's look at mindset. Before I step into procrastination, let's look at mindset. What are you like? Do you know you have to do this? Do you know you have to do it and do it? Do you know you have to do it and avoid it? Or do you know you have to do it, but you procrastinate through it? So if you're procrastinating, what are your steps to get through procrastination? Mine, I've got a few different things that I do. I've got a motivating playlist that I'm put on to get myself moving about, to gear up my energy to then get and do the work. I've also got certain things that are around my desk that helps me to get focused. There's also, and I talk about this within the Parliament, the Academy members, I talk about this quite a bit. We talk about the 90 minutes. And like for myself, I have to do 90 minutes a day because of the businesses I run and having to be organized and getting stuff done. So it's 90 minutes a day. You might only need to do 90 minutes a week. It might have to be 15 minutes a day just to sort of oversee your social media or whatever it is that you have to do. But it is that mindset. How do you sort of get into that mindset of getting the work done so you don't get the procrastination? My mindset, and I'm reading a book at the moment called Atomic Habits. And in the Parliament, we do have a little offshoot group for those that want to take part, which is Magical Mornings, which is like on a Monday morning, we set our accountability for the week and for the stuff that we want to get done for ourselves and for our business and ourselves, what we want to get done by Friday. We don't always get the lists done, but we can achieve aiming for getting ticks, getting the green ticks on our stuff. But it gives us the focus on a Monday morning of what we're going to get done through the week. So Magical Mornings is great, and then on the Friday we're there then to share the wins, what we've achieved and what we haven't, that we got to take to the following week. So that's part of the mindset there, is being part of the Magical Mornings. But in Atomic Habits, they talk about taking that small step. We do talk about that a lot in the Parliament, taking that small step to get something achieved, whether it's getting up out of bed in the morning. If your end goal is making a cup of coffee, you put the kettle on. It's taking that small step to achieving anything. So it's the same to achieving your admin and to achieving your tasks in your business. It's taking that one small step. So what do you do to get through that procrastination, or to not even have the procrastination, to have the mindset to get something done? Now, I've noticed one of mine, and especially when I want to sit and plan any therapy packages, or I want to sit and plan or create my newsletters or my monthly module for the Parliament, but something that I really need to focus and look at. I've noticed the first thing I do is put my hair in a ponytail. Once I've done that, that gives me the mindset of right, I'm going to focus on. And I didn't realize I was doing it. It took me a few years to suddenly realize that, oh yeah, I'm going to work on that. So hair goes in a ponytail. And it's like, that's a ritual. That's the mindset that tells me I'm going to work on something, whether it's for the next 60 minutes, whether it's the next half hour, whether it's the next 2, 3 hours. But that putting my hair in a ponytail gets me to work. I also put my hair in a ponytail with the therapy, hands on. Yes, we're supposed to, for health and safety, etc. But it also gives me the mindset that I'm now going to do a hands-on treatment. So it's the same thing in here, put my hair in a ponytail. Might be a certain mug, certain drink. It might be something that's certain pen, certain notebook you want to work with that helps gives you the mindset of you're going to focus in the next time. Might be a clock you want to set with an alarm that tells you to work for the next 30 minutes. So it's having that mindset and that little something you put in place that you do to go and take the next step. So like I said, something simple like making a cup of coffee, you fill the kettle with water, that you're not going to get your coffee made unless you make that kettle of water, hot water. So it's taking that first little step. So that's mindset, creating that little ritual or something you put in place to take that first step and achieve. But if you get the procrastination, what do you do to get through that procrastination? As I said earlier, I've got a motivating mindset. I can't think of the name of it now, but I've got a playlist that I play that helps to get me moving, that boosts my energy up to then be able to work and to focus. It may be that you might have a yoga move or meditation or something that you do that can switch your energy up and to move it forward. Anything that you think you can find that helps you with the procrastination, anything that gets you through, because the more you sit there and think, well, I'm not going to do that, the more you think you're not going to do it. The more you think that, oh, I need to do that, the more you're not going to do it. So it's changing that wording, changing that mindset, that thing of, well, if I work on the next 5 minutes on even just planning out my newsletter, you will either do that and be able to walk away, but knowing that you've achieved the outline for your newsletter. So the next time you look at it, it'll be easier to do. Or you do those 5 minutes, work at your newsletter, that you're going, oh, well, I'm going to create this now. I'm going to put it together. Sometimes it is just initially getting through that first bit can help with your procrastination. So try and find out what motivates you, what gets you going, what's your trigger to get through that procrastination. The next stage then I wanted to talk to you about is the planning. And as I said, this is a major thing when it comes to working on your therapy business. Whether it's the 90 minutes, whether it's 15 minutes, it is that working on the business. It is all about what this group entails. Excuse me. So it's all about behind the scenes. What are we doing behind the scenes of working on our business? It's not working in it with our clients. It's working on it, doing the admin, social media, marketing, newsletters, communication, blogs, all the stuff that, oh, I don't want to do that. I never learned anything about that. That's not part of why I want to do this industry. And I get that. And a lot of what we're doing now wasn't there 20 years ago. 20 years ago, 23, 24 years ago when I started, gosh, 25 years ago when I started, it was networking. I didn't even have a website when I first started. It was all about networking. But it's as we've gone through the years, our industry has changed. We're still doing the hands-on, but hands-on has changed. Our therapy methods have changed. So with running our therapy business, that has changed as well. Now we're dealing with more online. Lots of free platforms that you can use to help you with online, but we are now looking more, online of what we provide. We're still providing the hands-on for our clients, but there's more that we can do online for our clients as well. But again, that's on another tack. What I want to do is bring it back to the basics of working on our business. So how do you plan? I've always planned with notebooks, and I've now got, little tags that are certain bits that I want to go back to. So I have the notebooks there. Some of you will have online booking systems for your clients. Some of you will have paper diaries. I have a calendar that nobody can access but me. I've got passwords or whatever for husband and anything access if anything happens, but I can only access, so I can work when I want to work, not work when I want to work. So I'm not in set hours. You may be working set hours, so you may have an online booking system. But do you have a separate diary? Do you have a separate online calendar? Do you have a paper diary? How is it that you work with your appointments? Do you book time in on your online booking form or in your paper diary? Do you book in times that you're working on your business? Do you book times in to take time for yourself? Do you book that in like appointments? Otherwise, this is where you don't get things done. This is what I think. To me, is that if I start booking things in, that's when I know, got the focus again of I'm going to achieve that day, or I'm going to get that done, or if I can, I'm looking at next week already that I want to take some time out to Leonardsley Garden and go for a walk. There's these things like that. It's not set in stone. It's not, everything is have to be absolutely planned, but I run 3 businesses, so I have to look and be a bit more planned. I know I was saying super planned before, but it's not that. But I'm more in control. If I let the business run me, I'm not in control. I'm in control of it. So that's why I plan things. I now have changed to digital planning. I was paper for years, notepads everywhere. I've still got a stack of notepads there that I'll still use, but just not in such great detail. But I have stopped buying notebooks because I've now gone to digital planning, and I'm so looking forward to when my new website is launched, is updated and done, that I can add my digital planners for sale to help other therapists. At the moment, there is the ATA Journal and Planner, and I've been creating that for the last 5-6 years, maybe even longer actually. It was probably 8 years. I've been creating the digital planner. The ATA digital planner, I've been creating that. It used to be as a PDF that you print off. Now it's become digital, so you can use it on an iPad or an Android PDF that you can write using an app like GoodNotes or Penly on an Android. But I've so taken to digital planning because it means I don't have so many notebooks on the go. It means I've got not so much paper. Last year was part of the transitioning, was moving everything from paper to digital. So it's less, I've got less notebooks, less paper around my office. And I am now creating my own digital planners. So I've got the ATA Journal and Planner. I've got the yearly business planner. I've also now broken them down to monthly planners that I'm also doing. I've also got a personal planner where I've got the movies that I've watched, books that I've read. I'm starting to put trackers in for my own fitness and my own health and my water intake, things like that, because I find them good prompts for me to create awareness, to remind me to do things. I need that. I need a prompt. A prompt might not be for you, but if you are not saying struggling, but you need something to help you do your fitness, to get out for a daily walk or to take time out for you or to meditate, it might be trackers that you need. I've first come across them through bullet journaling, and I've taken that now onto digital planning and do it that way. So let me know, how do you go through your procrastination? How do you stay organized? Are you organized for your business? Do you plan for your business? Do you take action or do you react? Are you somebody that reacts in your business that, oh, Mother's Day is coming up, I must do some posts on gift vouchers and Mother's Day? Oh, my diary's looking a bit empty, I better do a bit of marketing, I better put some word out to get some clients through the door to build my diary up. What is it? Are you on a wing and that you react to everything, or are you a planner? Are you organized that you know what's going on? The beginning of the year, I've talked about it. I plan out. And again, as I said, because I run three businesses, I do have to be a bit more organized when holidays are, when things are happening. It's not set in stone, things can alter. But I know this year when my Business Warrior pop-up trainings are happening, my webinars, I know through this year when Focus Pocus masterclasses are taking place for the Parliament. I know I've got my Tune In Tuesdays. I know different things that I'm doing now throughout the year. So that I am August. I know well, I got my marketing strategy. So what I'm promoting for each month, what I'm working on, what I'm looking at. So I'm not sitting there going, what am I going to do? I've got organized and an idea of what I'm going to be talking about for the next next month, for the next 3 months or 90 days. I've got it in my planner of what I'm doing. And then I just break it down more into my monthly planners. So I want to know how you are. How are you with your procrastination? How are you with your organization? How are you with your planning? Is it something that you need to do more of? Or is it something that you're happy with? Or something that you don't bother with because your business is not as busy? That, you may be, for you, busy is 5 clients a week, 10 clients a week. It might be 10 clients a month. So you feel you don't have to do all that much work on it. But you still got that admin to do behind the scenes. You've still got some work you need to do behind the scenes. You've still got some working on your business to do. So I'd love to know, what do you do? What are you like with working on your business? What are you for procrastination? Do you struggle with it? And what are you for organization and for planning? I'd love to know your thoughts, because it may be something more that I can create within this group for you to help you. So that's it for Tune In Tuesday, all about procrastination and planning.